They called him a monster, a freak, a golem carved from pure granite and brute discipline. But behind the name was a man who redefined the very idea of what it means to grow, to suffer, to mutate into something the world couldn't categorize, only witness. Illia Golem wasn't born a legend. He became one set at a time, one brutal transformation at a time, rising from the grey industrial streets of Belarus with nothing but a dream of muscle and a mind obsessed with size. No cameras, no spotlight, no stage lights welcoming his entry, just cold metal, burning lungs, and a relentless voice inside screaming, "More." Born April 23, 1988, Ilia didn't arrive with God-gifted genetics or elite-level coaches. He was forged in silence, far from the mainstream stage, far from the polished fitness influencers of the world. A ghost in the background of bodybuilding's loud circus, but a ghost growing bigger, denser, heavier. From the moment he touched his first weight, his transformation began like a dark storm, starting at a mere 70 kg as a teen who couldn't do a push-up, to evolving into a 340-pound muscle leviathan with 25-inch biceps and a 61-inch chest, a walking wall of freakish proportions. Inspired by cinematic beasts like Arnold and Stallone, Ilia's mind became a reel of relentless purpose. Every Rambo movie a blueprint, every Terminator shot a prophecy. He wasn't lifting for aesthetics, he was lifting to disappear into the myth of himself. No flashy gyms, no designer gear, just raw, rusty plates, hardcore compound lifts, and a body slowly becoming a biological anomaly. His training was beyond intense. It was almost medieval. 700 lb deadlifts, 600 lb bench presses, and squats that made the floor shudder. His arms didn't flex. They swelled like controlled explosions. And his diet? Unholy. A 16,500 calorie routine that left dietitians speechless and fans shocked. 7 meals a day, 2 kilos of steak in a single sitting, 108 pieces of sushi like they were popcorn, 800 grams of salmon chased with 1,600 grams of rice, pancakes soaked in maple syrup, pasta, oats, cottage cheese. Every meal not for flavor, but for function, for mass, for madness. And it worked. Ilia became a freak among freaks. A bodybuilder who never even stood on an Olympia stage, yet commanded a presence so heavy online. He built an empire of respect. 300,000 followers didn't show up for selfies. They showed up for the truth. The unfiltered grind. No filters, no fakery, just raw daily proof of what real obsession looks like. He filmed it all. His workouts, his meals, his resting face that looked like it was carved in rage. And he did it not for attention, but because the journey itself demanded to be documented. He wasn't just lifting iron. He was lifting every expectation of what a human body could become when pushed to the edge of science, sanity, and spirit. People didn't follow Ilia to smile. They followed to stare, stunned, at what happens when a man becomes myth while still alive. And then, just like that, September 11th, 2024, he was gone. No farewell, no stage goodbye, just silence. The 340 lb beast left a crater behind, and the industry felt it. Because Ilia wasn't supposed to die. Mutants aren't supposed to fade. They're supposed to keep growing, keep haunting the algorithm, keep redefining mass. But death doesn't ask for your bench PR. It just comes. Yet even in death, Ilia became something more. He became legend. His clips still go viral. His name is still whispered in forums. His transformation still triggers disbelief. And his story. It lives in every hardcore gym, in every lifter pushing through failure, in every kid eating rice and eggs dreaming of turning into something unrecognizable. Ilia wasn't just a bodybuilder, he was a rebellion, a revolt against mediocrity, a war cry for the misfits who don't want balance. They want biceps so large they look digitally enhanced. He never competed professionally, but somehow every pro knew his name. He never begged for validation, yet every comment section screamed his praise. He was the people's mutant, the underground monster, the proof that sometimes the freakiest physiques don't come from genetics, they come from obsession, from pain, from a place too dark to explain but too powerful to deny. Ilia's life wasn't about trophies, it was about terror. The kind of awe you feel when you realize you're not looking at a human anymore, you're looking at discipline molded into mass. So now, every time someone lifts more than they thought possible, every time a meal feels impossible to finish, every time a lifter feels invisible in a world that only watches the top 5 on stage, remember Illia Golem, the mutant golem, the 340 lb ghost who changed bodybuilding without ever stepping under a judge's lights. He didn't chase clout, he chased size, and in doing so he chased immortality. Rest in power, Ilia. The plates will keep clanging in your name, and if you're hearing this and your blood's pumping, your mindset's shifting, and you're hungry to walk the path of the truly obsessed, then smash that subscribe button on Muscle Kraze, because here we don't just talk about bodybuilding, we resurrect the monsters who made it unforgettable.